Okay, this video, it's going to take me a little while, but I'm going to show you just what I've been doing the last 5, maybe 10 years as far as just a pre-trip. You know, you could be hitting the road, you know, first thing on a Monday, you know, you've had the weekend off, you just want to look at your truck, or maybe just every morning if you're on the road. You should do a pre-trip. And I know that when you start trucking and you know, year after year goes by, a lot of times you just get up in the morning and you just hit the road after your truck's fired up. But it is good to, you know, do a concerted effort and do a pre-trip. Mine are kind of quick and easy. There's a lot of things that you can check on your truck before you hit the road, but you know, the basics, you know, your electrical, your turn signals and whatnot. You can sit in your cab and look at your dash while the truck is running. I've got it turned off right now because I'm going to open up the hood. But when I fire it up, I'll show you kind of what I do as well. So why don't we just, you know, go outside. You know, let's just say you get up in the morning, it's like, I don't know, 7 o'clock. It could be 10 below or it could be 110 in Phoenix, but this is what I've been doing. And this is a Peterbilt. I got a 2020 Peterbilt here. It's a 579, and I've got a new trailer as well. But even if you have a new truck, you should still do a pre-trip because something can always go wrong on the road. So let's just hit the outside real quick. And hey everybody, thanks for watching the videos here. I know I'm not the best teacher in the world, but I just kind of do real videos here just on my cell phone, okay? So what I've done, see the little bat here? You can buy these at Love's or Flying J. I think they're like 15 or 20 bucks. You don't need to use this one. What's this called? Truck Stuff. You can see I've used this thing for years and years. It's also good for protection, if you know what I mean. So when you go to bed at night, sleep with this thing, and it's kind of like a form of protection, even though I shouldn't be promoting that. So anyway, obviously, you know, this truck, like I said, it's brand new. I got about 40,000 miles on it, I think. But, you know, don't be shy. Smack the crap out of your tires, okay? You know, give it a good smack. And, you know, most tires, they're designed to have 100 pounds or more. I do sometimes find other truckers saying, well, it's winter time, I'm going to go ahead and run lower tire pressure for more traction. These tires aren't designed like the sand dunes. You know, when you deflate the pressure in your tires to get more traction in the sand or the dirt or whatnot, okay? These things are super thick, and you can almost shoot a bullet at these darn things and it'll bounce off, okay? So make sure you got at least 100 pounds or whatever is recommended. I run Michelin tires. I think most people agree they're one of the best out. So just, you know, smack the crap out of your tires. You know, check it out. I like my lug caps to look pretty good. Sometimes people steal these things, unfortunately, off your truck, but I even make sure they're not coming off, you know, because sometimes they just fall off just hauling ass down the road. But, you know, it's up to you on the kind of care that you want to have when you're hitting the road. Now, sooner or later, if you're a new driver, this def, you know, you call it cow pee, whatever the hell, it's waxy, it's kind of gross, but make sure that your cap is on, because a handful of times, sometimes you just leave the cap off. When you're driving down the road, another trucker will laugh at you, because if you forget your cap, you got white waxy cow pee pretty much all the way down the side of your truck, okay? You can check your reefer. You know, right now I'm running a load that's 60 degrees, and right now I'll do a tutorial just on how to run. We have all brand new trailers that run Thermo Kings. We have some carriers as well. But right now, this one just is 60 degrees. And you see that little smiley circle there with the eyes? When it's at, that just means it's a start-stop. But sometimes you have loads that just need continuous, like ice cream or whatnot. This is obviously not ice cream. This is 60 degrees. But I'll do a tutorial on how to do the carrier. But I always check and just make sure that, you know, the reefer's turned on. Sometimes other people will come and turn your reefer off, or maybe it'll just shut down because your reefer, you know, just isn't running that well and it needs a service. But obviously, you know, check your lines and they look good. And if they make a noise and whatnot, you know, these little rubber grommets in here, they're cheap. They're at any truck stop. You can get them anywhere. Sometimes another trucker will just borrow you one. I run like 10 or 20 extra inside the truck at all times, but you know, check out, you know, your lines. And like I said, this is a pre-trip, and I know a lot of truckers, the more you truck, you don't even do a pre-trip. You'll just hit the road. I try not to do that, okay? You know, these tires, I beat the crap out of them. You know, don't be shy. Smack them hard, man. They should have 100 pounds in, and they should have a nice tone like a drum. Like, like good old Neil Peart of Rush, who just passed away, rest in peace. But Neil Peart, man, he would have smacked these tires good and hard doing a solo on Tom Sawyer. Mudflaps, you know, just check them out. Make sure your landing gear looks okay, and that, you know, that your handle is just up, you know, secure. Sometimes you drive away and, you know, I see a driver sometimes they don't even have their legs rolled up. I always check, can you see it right there? I mean, it's full. You can't see the needle on this, but, you know, make sure you got plenty of fuel in here to run. Right now it's full. We run Great Dane. We have some brand new utilities as well, but I like Great Dane trailers. I think they're the best. But these tires, man, like I said, don't be shy. Smack the crap out of them, man. They should have 100 pounds in them. And when you start to see your lug nuts kind of like seeping oil or dirt, it could mean that your seal in your hub is starting to wear out. So, you know, check out your rims and make sure that, you know, the lug nuts look clean, because when they start getting kind of wet and gross, that means your seals are probably going out. All right, trailer looks good. You know, I got a seal on this. If you don't have a seal, you know what, just go buy like a $10 or $20 lock at any truck stop or Home Depot or whatever, but you should always lock your doors overnight. You just never know. Mud flaps. This trailer, whatever, something ran it over, but I need to fix this. But see this mud flap, it's not touching. It's pretty secure, but once I get my tools out, I'm gonna fix the mud flap because it's kind of off there on that part of the bracket. You know, but just smack the crap out of them. They all kind of make a similar pitch. I think you guys might be able to hear it on my phone. Trailer looks nice and clean. You know, mud flap looks secure. Yeah, like I said, don't be shy. Smack these tires good, because if you're gonna go down the road fast, you want to be secure. Right now it's winter time. You can see I wear shorts and a tank top. But yeah, I like to check my lug caps. You know, but it's nice and clean. All right. Okay, tires look good, lug caps, everything. Okay, I'm gonna open up the hood real quick. I'm gonna try to open it with one hand. Normally you use both your hands and whatnot, but anyway. All right, on this Peterbilt, in almost every truck, you guys got the same similar devices securing the hood down. All right, let's get these first. All right, there we go. And if you're watching the video, I'm just doing a basic pre-trip. I'll try to do it like, you know, and you can do this pre-trip in like less than 5 minutes. Just takes me a little while because I'm filming at the same time. Okay, on this push guard, you can see that you go like this. You just push them back. Now, I see some drivers, they try to do their hood and push guard at the same time. And if you're standing in front and you pull your hood, this push guard's heavy and it'll knock you on your ass. And I've seen some drivers try to stand in between it and open and whatnot, but this is what I recommend if you run these big push guards on the front, okay? So right now the push guard, it's 100% free, okay? So all you do is just lay it down like that, all right? And if your hood is in good shape and the shock absorbers are there, you can grab the hood just right here. And with one hand, it might be a little harder for me, but it's not too bad. But go ahead and just carefully open the hood. All right. You guys probably have a secure device there when you shut it. I'll show you that. But we run these Cummins. This is the 100th anniversary. I'm a big fan of Cummins, but there's some cats out there, and some DD15s, Detroits, and there's a lot of engines, but we like to run Peterbilts with Cummins. Just look at the engine. I mean, you can tell if something is looking wrong or if a line looks bad. You know, check out the hot and cold. You know, you got the fill lines right there. You know, check your oil. I know everyone doesn't check it every time you drive off, but when you do a pre-trip, and if you're putting thousands of miles on, you know, you should check your oil. They do hold a lot. I mean, obviously these Cummins, it seems like they hold about 100 gallons of oil, but yeah, you should check your oil because there's more wear and tear in the winter time. In the winter time, right now it's like 30 degrees, which is probably why my hands are bright pink right now. But the purple, now if you go to Walmart or a truck stop, do you see the purple? This is minus 30 degrees washer fluid. And this is what I recommend if you're going to be going, you know, in the winter time where it's going to be 0 degrees, could be, you know, even 30 degrees. But they have like 3 or 4 different types of wiper fluid at like a Walmart or a truck stop. I recommend just, you know, trying to get rid of all your summer wiper fluid and run only winter time. The bright purple is a giveaway. If you're going to go to Walmart, it's like $3.50 a gallon. But I run just bright purple all throughout the winter, and you shouldn't have a problem cleaning your windshield. And on a pre-trip, you know, clean it if you can. But, you know, just check it out. You know, look at your fluids. Just look at the suspension. You know, everything's nice and clean. And like I said, I'm lucky enough to have a new truck here. But even a new truck could have some issues with the engine. You know, check your belts. See when it's, you can see on most trucks, you can see the coolant and it'll say hot or cold minimum. Go ahead and just check your line, your levels, of course, and don't open this thing up when it's scalding hot, because it will burn the hell out of you. Right now you can see that the engine's cool, so I can take it off and whatnot, but you know, obviously you don't need to take this off to see what your levels are like. All right, and you should always run like a gallon, but make sure you got the proper coolant, because you don't want to put in like some coolant just from like a Walmart or a O'Reilly or whatnot. You got to put in the coolant that's recommended with your engine, okay? And like I said, we run Cummins. But everything looks good. You can see the frame's looking good. Nothing's broke. I checked all the headlights and whatnot as well, but I mean, I could make this video another 5 minutes, but you know, it's good to just kind of check your brake lights too. At night, I'll put on my turn signals on my brake lights and I can kind of see through reflections, you know, if they're on. But I like everything to work on my truck. You know, obviously the trailer too, your turn signals and even the front lights. This is a brand new Peterbilt, but this was burned out within like a month, you know, which kind of pissed me off. But you know what, Peterbilt's a good company and they don't mind sliding you a new bulb for that thing. I think they'll give it to you for free, especially since these trucks are about as much as a house. But you can see, you know, this is just a basic pre-trip. And like I said, it depends on how you want to be as a driver, because you can do a nice, good quality pre-trip or an inspection or whatever you want to call it. But like I said, there's a lot of times you're just going to get in your truck and you're going to take off driving without even giving a rat's ass. So if you're going to do that, I don't recommend it, but I know that it's very tempting to, the more you drive. So anyway, but this is just a basic pre-trip. If you go ahead and go through the motions and check your truck, you know, you won't, a lot of times you won't be stuck in the middle of nowhere. If you're new to driving and you find that your hood is bound up, just remember you got to put it up, okay? When you open the hood, it automatically is down, but you got to push it up like this. That way the shock can go in and you can shut the hood properly, okay? Now when you got these big push guards, and these things are heavy as hell. But anyway, I'm gonna try to shut it with one hand here. All right, just grab the ornament, you know, and you can let it go. See, like, you know, just lean over a little bit and you can let your hood go. If you got a nice shock system, see how nice and smooth that was? Then just go ahead and grab your bar, your push guard. That's a good workout. If you're a trucker, we all need exercise, don't we? Like I said, on this one, yeah, you can see it's pretty easy to secure. Same on this side. You know, and just shake it. You'll make sure your hood's on there good. Then do what you can to just remember to shut everything, because it's easy to even to drive off and forget to secure your hood mount latches. And the good thing about it is if you do, you know, your hood more than likely is not going to come off because they shut towards the windshield. But you know the joys of a pre-trip here. So all right guys, well, thanks for watching my videos. And like I said, I'm not the best teacher in the world, but just 5-10 years of trucking, I've never had a problem. And I like to check my equipment as I go cross country, and especially in the middle of nowhere, you don't want to be broke down. But you know, check your turn signals, your high beams and whatnot. All right, and you can buy this at any truck stop. But like I said, what's this called? Truck Stuff. They're good for checking tires, but you know what? When you go to sleep at night, it's kind of nice to sleep with this too, because you never know what can happen. So it's kind of it's good for two things. All right, that's enough for now. Thanks for watching my videos, and I got a whole bunch of new ones I'm uploading right now. All right, guys, keep safe out there. Hope to guys see you on the road. Okay, bye.